Hello, my name is Cyvolf, and I'm doing a very different video today. I've usually been really positive when it comes to new updates, skins, and characters and stuff in FNaF AR, but I mentioned this multiple times when on my video on Jack-O-Chica, and I've been really disappointed with the way Jack-O-Chica was executed as a character with her mechanics and stuff in FNaF AR, and I wanted to go into more detail and share my honest, compiled opinion on why that is. Keep in mind, this is just my opinion, so other people can have differing opinions, that's perfectly fine, and I would really like to see your opinions in the comments below. So, for starters, I'm going to go over what I think they did great about Jack-O-Chica, and that's the actual character model and the voice lines. The character model is great, very detailed, especially for a mobile game, and the voice lines are also really good, and I liked how, how actually unsettling they are compared to the other characters' voice lines, because the other characters they've said things with slightly malicious undertones, but with this she actually does say some pretty gruesome things, like how she's gonna turn you into a human jack-o'-lantern and all this, and I think that's done really well. But on the topic of her actual encounter, this is where it gets a bit, in my opinion, disappointing, because the nightmares, their iconic thing is, they have the breathing mechanics. If you turn on the light while they're there, they'll kill you, and, you have to listen for the breathing and all this, and I was expecting for some kind of mechanic to be like that with Jack-O-Chica, and, the other nightmares and stuff when they eventually get added, but, the first thing about Jack-O-Chica's encounter is that her entire mechanic is pretty much a copy-paste of Frostbear's. So in terms of her mechanic, the strange thing about it is every time a character from the main FNaF game series got added, they had a mechanic that actually correlated to how they worked in that game. The toys, they had the mask. Ballora had the mini-arenas and her music. But now that Jack-O-Chica's in the game, you would have expected her to have something like the breathing from FNaF 4, where maybe when she haywires, you'll just hear breathing and you have to look away. But no, Jack-O-Chica is pretty much just a copy-paste of Frostbear. Her mechanic is so simple and reused from another character that it also doesn't make any sense that they actually delayed it, because they had everything needed to make the character's mechanics, because it's already pretty much a Frostbear clone anyway. So when the character got delayed, I was expecting that, okay, it's gonna have a unique mechanic and stuff that we haven't seen before, but now it just makes even less sense. And someone mentioned that her steam mechanic and stuff, it does have something interesting in that it immediately blocks your shocker and your flashlight when it turns on, but Frostbear already had that, so like I said, more or less, Jack-O-Chica's just a clone of Frostbear with a different model and different visual effects. And another thing that's really weird about her is that in the workshop, she has unique sounds and everything. She even has unique sounds for taking out and putting in a CPU, which hardly any other character has. But in the actual encounter, all of her audio is just basic Chica audio with a extra audio layer over it. I get that the characters that are coming they can't be that crazy, because we're getting 4 in 1 month, 1 every week. That's already really insane, but I really expected more than just a Frostbear clone that reuses audio from another character. That's not saying the character's entirely bad, it's alright, but it's just disappointing compared to everyone else that's been added to the game so far. Even 8-Bit Baby, whose mechanic was, again, literally a copy-paste of another character, she had enough stuff to make her feel more unique, because her audio clips and everything, they were completely unique. She had chiptune effects, she had music playing. Even though her mechanic was copy-pasted from Baby's, they did enough to make her a decent character, especially because she was originally going to be a skin and got changed last second. But Jack-O-Chica was planned to be a character from the beginning, and she has reused audio, reused mechanics, and with different textures, and even the smoke texture for her reused mechanic that you have to shake off, it's not even done that well, because shaking it off doesn't have any effect of it dissipating like the other disruptions, and when it does disappear, it just instantly teleports off your screen. They didn't put a lot of effort into making Jack-O-Chica's mechanic at all. And I'm not like blindly criticizing Illumix on this, like, oh, Illumix is terrible, how dare they do this to Jack-O-Chica. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, in my honest opinion, compared to every other character they put in the game, Jack-O-Chica's mechanic is really lacking. I hope the upcoming characters in the Halloween event are better than this, but considering the next character is very likely to be like Jack-O-Bonnie, and I'm kind of expecting him to be in a similar situation to Jack-O-Chica if that is the case. I'm hoping that if they do Jack-O-Bonnie, and if he's, like, you know, in a similar situation to Jack-O-Chica, that the last two characters do end up being more unique. But if we get something like Nightmare Mangle, I wouldn't be too surprised if Nightmare Mangle's mechanic is just a copy-paste of default Mangles with different textures. Keep in mind, this is just my opinion on the matter. I hope that the upcoming characters are a lot better than how Jack-O-Chica was executed, and I would love to see your opinions on this in the comments below. But yeah, I just wanted to compile my thoughts on it, because this is the first time I've really been disappointed with a new character in FNaF AR, because all the other ones, they've been cool. So yeah, please share your opinions on this in the comments below. I'd love to read what everyone, you know, thinks about how they did Jack-O-Chica for this game, and what you think the upcoming character will be, and how you think their mechanic will work. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.